Hi, my name is Charlie LaRich. I'm a welding instructor at Lincoln Electric, and today we're going to talk about low hydrogen electrodes. They have great mechanical properties. It has a very good tensile strength. They have alloys added to it to make them stronger. They have a 70-18, 80-18, 90, 100, 110-18 tensile strength. So that all goes up with the alloys. Low hydrogen electrodes are also good on hard to weld steels, such as like reinforcing bar, steels with high carbon, phosphorus. So for steels that are difficult to weld, this is a good electrode to use. They also have a good deposition rate, which these have 30% iron powder in them, so you're getting a little more of a bead in there, a little more deposition, bigger puddle. It has good X-ray quality, good slag removal, and it has good ductility, which helps with a little bit of the stretching. If you think about the ships out in the sea moving around with the waves, or the oil rigs out in the seas, they're moving back and forth. That helps give them a little bit of a little stretching in there. Some things you don't want to do with low hydrogen electrodes: you don't want a long arc, and you don't want to whip. When you do that, you're taking the rod out of the puddle, which you're leaving the gas, and you're going back in, and it's going to cause porosity, which is not good. You want to store these in a rod oven, about 250 degrees, because you don't want to pick up any moisture from the air, which will also cause porosity. If you pick up hydrogen, make sure you have some clean steel to weld on. You really don't want any rust, paint, oil, grease with low hydrogen rods. That's all going to pick up into and cause hydrogen. This rod here, 70-18, Excalibur 70-18, is good. It's a good all-position rod, vertical up, overhead. We do not recommend it vertical down. It's also good flat and horizontal. When welding with this electrode, you want to keep your eye on that puddle. You don't want it to get too big behind you, because that means you're going too slow. And you don't want to get little arrowheads, a pointier weld. That means you're going too fast. And you want to look for like a nice horseshoe in your puddle as you're welding. If you go too slow, you're just wasting material. And if you're going too fast, you're not getting the penetration you want to get. And if you go at the right speed, you should have a nice flat face with a good wash-in. I'm going to demonstrate a 3-pass vertical up weld for you today. Today we're going to use the Precision TIG 375. This machine is capable to weld TIG aluminum, because it has the AC on there, and it's also able to run stick. So this is what we're going to use today. Before I start welding, I always make sure I follow my proper safety, have my proper PPE on. I always have my gloves, safety glasses on under the helmet, my shade setting to where I like it at a proper setting. I like to go about 11. A welding cap so the sparks stay out of my hair. And if I'm in a loud area, going to be doing some loud noises, I like having earplugs in. Like I said, we're using the Precision TIG 375. I have this set on DC positive. It's in the stick position, and I'm going to be running this at about 115 amps. For the first pass, we're just going to do a slight weave, hold our toes, and get across that puddle. One thing I do like to do when I weld is I like to take the slack up with my hand I'm not welding with. It takes the weight off the stinger while you're welding. Okay, we're going to put the second pass on now. All that is a straight weave back and forth. Hold your toes and get across the puddle. Carry it with you. You don't want to go too fast and lose it, and you don't want to go too slow. If you go too fast, you're going to have a indentation down the middle of your plate, down the middle of your pass. If you go too slow, it's going to be humped up, and we don't want that. welding, when your plate gets too hot, let it cool off a little bit. It'll be a little easier to control the puddle flow, and this, your base material won't seem like it's melting away too quick on you either. Third pass is just like the second pass. It's going to be a straight weave back and forth, hold your toes, and same thing, we're going to watch that puddle go across with you. Don't lose it and don't go too slow. See the third pass, very similar to the second pass. I got a good wash in, nice flat face. That's what we're looking for. To learn more about our Excalibur 7018 or any of our consumable products, or the Precision TIG or any of our machine products, you can go to lincolnelectric.com.